see your identification.
What did you say? Now tighten those restraints. Scavenger scum.
We don't need to see his identification.
I will remove these restraints and leave the cell with the door open.
My lord.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sidebar Cantina, the podcast where we talk about Star Wars, pop culture, murder, or whatever the fuck we feel like talking about. I'm Mr. Jason Roscom, with me here each and every single week that we do a podcast. The Darth Vader to my Palpatine, Dave Martin. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Jason.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's nice out today.
Yeah.
There's no humidity. Not like the whole fucking weekend. That was what happened.
Something came undone.
Oh my god. All right, it's good now.
All right.
Yeah, no humidity today. I was able to open the windows.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it was a nice day. Now I can't see my screen. Son of a bitch.
What did you do?
Now I'm good.
All right.
I'm constantly putzing with this thing anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we do.
Hey, the Sidebar Cantina is live.
Oh, awesome.
We can watch live now.
Yeah, we should tune in.
Yeah, we should.
Tune in live and then get that nice feedback loop going.
Yeah, and then we can also like the video.
Yes.
We can like that video.
All right.
I should do that. We should click like.
Oh, let me pull up my YouTube real quick.
Other people should click like too.
Follow our example.
Right.
No, I don't care about Spain versus Cape Verde.
How can Cape Verde have a soccer team? We've been there. There's not much. Like, I don't even know where we would find grass.
Right.
They're playing soccer on volcanic rock out there.
Yeah. Well,
Place was like being on the moon.
apparently all you need is a ball and
A dream.
yeah. So
It's just that. Oh, a song just popped into my head. I dream, American dream.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. It's it's banging around in my fucking dome.
Oh,
What are we doing?
we're trying to do a podcast here.
That's right.
What so speaking of that, what are we talking about today?
So we finished Maul,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And now we are going to go back in time to the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And watch Maul relevant episodes to that storyline.
Yes.
So we're going back to season 5, right?
Yep.
Season 5, episodes 14, 15, and 16.
That is correct.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And well, we'll get into it when we get to the main topic, like
Yeah.
how we got there and everything. But
Right.
in the
Yeah,
meantime,
because my explanation of it is probably wrong. But
no,
I'm
no, it was good.
we're doing it live.
We'll do it live.
There we go.
Why don't we take care of some business first and talk about Patreon? Are you okay?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yes, do it.
We'll do
if you're enjoying the Sidebar Cantina's content, consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. God damn it. For as little as $1 a month, you can support this podcast and help make it possible for us to continue to bring you quality content week after week. We'd like to give a huge shout out to all of our current patrons: Frank Kalevich, Catherine Rennick, Dragon Buddy, Lord Helmet Fire, Nick from Sweet Studios, my wonderful mother-in-law Patricia Goodstein, Don Solsky, Wally Frogmore, Chantal from Pop My Culture, Helen Martin, Sterling Azier, Nicholas Schaefer, Kristen Roscom, Carly Vickers, Ivo G, Shotgun Mark, Frederick Martin, David Schmuck, Scott and Kip from the Used and Abused podcast, The Orange and Fett Show, and Kathleen Martin. If you'd like to consider becoming a supporter, you can find us at patreon.com/thesidebarcantina. Thank you again to all of our listeners and supporters. You are the reason why we do this. All right, we got DJ Dave over here.
That's what I mean. That's really why people tune in.
my penis so smooth. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Oh my god.
We'll do
The
it.
mixer's freaking out. Would it be awesome if it just stuck? It just
We'll do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
all right.
Are you done?
Probably not, but for now.
All right, fair enough. We got any sidebar headlines?
Yeah, we do. Last week we held a poll
Yeah, we did.
across 4 of our social media platforms regarding which power tools Dave should invest in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's got the results here. We'll sidebar into this real quick. So I'm walking around Home Depot,
Mm-hmm.
and I fancy myself a bit of a hobbyist when it comes to like woodworking and stuff like that.
Sure.
I have a really good setup of tools.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate. But I've been in the rigid, which was at one point was like kind of the flagship product of Home Depot.
Okay.
So the rigid battery line for, I don't know, well over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And the tools that I have all use rigid batteries. And I've acquired new tools over the years, but for the most part, all the tools that I have that are battery are using this same battery.
Makes sense.
And that's generally what people do. Like if they're going to make an investment, they invest in one battery system.
Yeah.
That way you're not dicking around with trying to figure out like which battery's charged and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking into Home Depot and I'm looking, and rigid is now no longer even like if you walk down the aisles right now for Father's Day, you used to be able to get like you'd see rigid Father's Day deals, and they'd have big package things that they were selling, and you could get batteries cheaper and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you walk down the aisle, you don't see rigid at all.
Really?
Like you can go down the tool aisle and you'll see some rigid stuff that they're selling.
Yeah.
But no big Father's Day promos or anything like that.
They just fallen out of favor?
I think I haven't done a modicum of research on it at all.
Yeah.
But just based on my attendance at Home Depot, it seems like they're leaning more into the Milwaukee product than maintaining the rigid product.
Gotcha.
It's Ryobi and then it's the Milwaukee. Like everyone knows the Ryobi product. It's that like bright fluorescent green, and it has like a million different things that you can fucking plug that battery into.
Yeah.
And that's great. Honestly, if you're just using a tool every once in a while,
My penis is so smooth.
if you're only using it every once in a while, something like a Ryobi tool is perfect. You know, you're getting it inexpensive. It's kind of like buying a Harbor Freight tool, just with a lot more functionality.
Yeah.
Because you can use those batteries for anything from a I don't know, like a battery a lawnmower to all the way to a drill.
Right.
So, and I'll use the same battery, which is great. But now Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, like they all are playing the same game with those batteries. And what I'm worried about is like at some point, rigid, like right now they honor, like they have a warranty. You know, I've sent tools back to have warranty service, and it's been pretty good. But at some point, that's going to stop.
Yeah.
Like there's not. It's kind of like what's going to end up happening to what Craftsman, like Craftsman used to have a fantastic warranty, you know, especially on their hand tools. But sales and, you know, changing ownerships and everything else, all that shit is different.
Yeah.
And I think that rigid, if it's not going to be the flagship product, if I'm going to want to buy a new tool, then I probably shouldn't be buying into an old system. I should be buying into a new, like an updated battery system.
That's fair.
But I have so many fucking tools that use this battery. I'm going to continue to get batteries as I can to power the tools that I have, because there's nothing wrong with these tools. And Kathy's suggestion was to put them all on Marketplace and then take that money and buy into new tools.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm worried that I'm not going to get enough for them.
Yeah.
You know, in resale.
Yeah.
So, but regardless of that, I was walking in Home Depot and I was thinking, I was like, I don't, just by the nature of like whose sign is bigger right now, that to me isn't telling me like who's the better product. I don't know if you remember, but back in the day on the flight line, all we had was Makita. Remember the drills that we used to use to
Oh,
like
yeah.
get panels, depanel and do all that shit?
Mhm.
They're all Makita products,
Yeah.
which they don't use those anymore. Like it's not Makita. I don't know. I don't know what they're using nowadays. And I actually have from cleaning out my dad's place, I have a couple of Makita drills
Okay.
just because. Um, but they're not like prevalent. And I'm like, I just don't know. What are people using? So I figured I'd ask the people.
Okay.
Like what are you out there using? So it looks like based on these results that Milwaukee was the favorite. Followed by DeWalt with 1 vote for Makita and 1 vote for other.
I think I was the other because I didn't realize I was like actually going to click a result.
Uh-huh.
Like I thought it was a screenshot
Oh.
of the poll and not the poll itself. So I'm starting to scroll down and I accidentally clicked the other. I'm like,
Other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she says that, but that voter didn't put the brand in the comments. So now we know.
Yeah. That was me.
Oh, hey Rick, checking in before lodge. It's it's 15th. Anyway, yeah, I see that with Milwaukee, and even today when we get to my week, I'll talk about the air conditioning guy. He was using Milwaukee tools. A couple of contractors that I worked with recently, they're all using Milwaukee stuff. And Milwaukee's has a fairly long history of having a higher end product.
Mhm.
The problem with all these tools, right? These big box stores, if I go, let's say you have a Toro lawnmower, right? And this is a very niche thing, but I grew up with lawnmowers that were like trash pick lawnmowers that we got running, right?
Right.
But once we got them running, they ran forever, and the brand is escaping me, but they were green, like the actual lawnmower was green, and they were fairly like high end mowers. But we'd have to break down the motors and put them all back together, and refab a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I ended up getting. You remember Chuck Brinzer?
Yeah.
He gave me his lawnmower when he went down to Florida.
Mhm.
He didn't have a lawn anymore.
Right.
So I ended up buying his lawnmower off of him. He had this like really, really nice self-propelled Toro lawnmower. And I had that for years. And then finally, like there was a couple parts that broke off of it that I was like, I can't, we're too expensive to have replaced, and I couldn't manufacture anything to make it work. So I ended up, that Toro was from a like dealership, like a Toro, like going to some place that has Toro on the outside and going in there and buying a lawnmower. So I went to Lowe's because they sell Toro products, and I bought a lawnmower from there. And there's nothing wrong with this mower. Like it runs great. It starts every time.
Yeah.
But it's not the same build. It is a cheaper product. And that is a snapshot of almost everything that you're going to get. Like the DeWalt product, the Old Milwaukee product. Did I say Old Milwaukee?
Old Milwaukee.
Like the beer.
you can get a 12-pack of cans for like $1.60.
Yeah. So the Old Milwaukees and the all of those tools, you're getting a version of the main product. Televisions, like you have to really pay attention to, like if you like a certain, like I like the Sony Bravias, right?
Yeah.
But you can go and get a cheaper Sony Bravia, but you have to pay attention to what the series of it is. Because if you go to Walmart and get that Sony Bravia, that's a Sony Bravia that's nerfed. It's not this. It doesn't have the same output.
like
But
a
if you-
cheaper product.
right? But then you go to like a Best Buy, and you look at that Sony Bravia. It's like that would be have like the, it would have a different letter designator at the end of it. Same size, same everything else, but the picture would be a little bit better.
Yeah.
The outputs, it would have like an extra output or self-powered USB, it would have more because you're buying it from a different place.
Right.
And that's just, I'm not saying anything new here. This is just how it is. You can get stuff cheap, silly cheap now these days, but you have to get it with the understanding that you're getting a product that is not as good as the product could be, I guess. Which is fine. I mean, what are you buying it for? Regardless. So anyway, spent a lot of time on this poll.
My penis so smooth.
But yeah, I think I appreciate the people who voted, and I like the idea of the old Milwaukee's, but for the moment, I think I'm going to I'll buy a couple more rigid batteries and just keep using my tools, because honestly, I have a rigid drill that's the original one I had when I lived in base housing, and that was 22 years ago.
Damn, it's still kicking.
It's still kicking. So, and I've got a saw that John had given me that was his dad's. That's even a series before the one that's of my drill. That still works fine. I mean, it's a solid tool, so it's worth investing in the batteries that are pricey. I mean, that's the cost of doing business. So, yeah, I appreciate the input though.
All right,
that's it. That's all for the sidebar headlines. Oh my god, another fucking dude. Sidebarring again before we get into other shit. The fucking I just got another pop-up that there was another plane crash.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god. I've always been kind of tuned to it, but now even more so.
Well, I'm finally seeing on my news feed the B-52 one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's for those who are listening today on Monday, there was a B-52 that crashed at Edwards Air Force Base. Looks like it crashed on takeoff.
Right.
Which is really bad, because that means it's going to have as much fuel as it was going to have.
Fuck. Yeah.
Because it's on takeoff.
Yeah.
So, and that also means that we don't know what the crew complement was. I don't know what the crew complement was. I'm not going to speculate. Well, I will speculate. I will say that if it was just two pilots without all the Wizzos, all the downstairs guys, and two pilots potentially could have ejected out of that, but the guys down that are sitting downstairs, they eject down.
Oh shit.
So if you're aborting on takeoff, that ejection is sketchy.
Right.
So yeah.
And I'm sure we'll find out more details in the coming days.
Yeah.
Right now they're not saying much.
Flying is a dangerous business.
Indeed.
We have to remind ourselves that.
Did you have anything else on the B-52 before?
No, it's pop-up distractions.
Before we talk any more about the Mandalorian and Grogu box office, did you see the trailers for the Star Wars Racer and for the Zero Company?
I did
It
not.
came out like it's been almost 2 weeks now. When they came out, yeah, they gave us it was a story trailer for the Galactic Racer and a gameplay trailer for the Zero Company. So
Let's see him. Put him on.
You want to just throw him on?
Let's throw him on. Let's go.
All right.
See, he had him ready. He knew I didn't fucking see him.
I wasn't sure. You could have.
I might have seen one of those, but I can't remember.
All right. Well, we're gonna start from the Galactic Racer.
All right.
Can you see that up there?
I can.
Can we make it bigger?
My penis is so smooth.
All right. So this is the story trailer for the Galactic Racer video game that's coming out later this year. And
welcome to Durban Acos, where champions are born and losers annihilated.
now I do want to point out, I love the fact that it's not just pod racers. It's all kinds of speeders and different vehicles. So it's not just pod racing. Anyway,
I agree.
Sources say you've been making friends amongst our fellow League pilots.
Racers don't go head-to-head against Sebulba.
yeah, Sebulba's
Legends
back.
do.
They are not your friends.
I've seen you at Kestar's side.
Catch that? The guy in the tie outfit.
Is that just a normal bucket, or is that an actual TIE pilot helmet?
I think it's a TIE pilot helmet that he's got the white painted in the skull.
OMG.
Back this up just a hair.
Oh yeah. Yep. You're right. Look, it's got the Empire logos on the back. Oh
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna back this up.
I may have
Legends do.
excreted.
They are not your friends.
There
I've
he is.
seen you at Kestar's side.
Stay out of my way.
Oh, this is the dream shape.
There's the original pod racing scene there.
There's a reason why they call Kestar Pool the champion. The golden age of the Galactic League begins now.
I'm excited. That looks like it's gonna be fun. I was already excited. Now you throw an option. If I could be a TIE pilot, just the outfit,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
So that character's probably gonna have some sort of story behind him, like he's like a former TIE pilot, obviously. Like it's
Get the fuck. Oh man. Yeah.
And October 6th is when this is coming out, so not that far
I
away.
think it's a perfect timing for my birthday.
Yeah.
Pre-order today for October 6th.
Yep. So now let's look up the Zero Company.
Belgium versus Egypt highlights.
Belgium versus Egypt.
Oh no, we're not.
Why is this happening?
We're not worried about World Cup.
It's the one where they kick the ball with their feet.
Exclusively, yes.
Okay.
Except for one guy,
Okay.
and then also if it goes out of bounds, but only on the sidelines.
Right.
Then it goes. But if it's not on the sidelines, it's on the outer edges. Then the one guy who can touch it with his hands can still touch it with his hands.
Okay.
But he has to put it down. He has to kick it past a certain point.
Right.
There's also offsides.
Not to be confused with offsides in football.
Right.
Real football, I should say.
Right.
All right. So Zero Company official gameplay trailer also came out 8 days ago. And
Wanna fight?
Shut up. So this is it's a squad-based strategy game. And let's go.
Intelligence was just briefed on reports of a separatist fleet massing in the Serralona system.
Then we need to make our move.
You got someone?
Zero Company.
You still got it, old man.
That's like Planet Rogue One.
What do you got for me, Bennick?
Word Silius. Coil's been spotted meeting with local gangsters. Get down there, find out what they're up to. But please, do it quietly.
Criff.
Shall take contact.
My team's got a contract to put an end to Fathom's plans.
I've been tracking Fathom for months. She's at the center of it all.
All right, let's get a team together. I want in.
I'm not in it for the credit.
There we go!
He was a good operator. He knew the risks.
The circle must be closed.
We work with all kinds of folks. Ex-separatists, ex-noble, ex-cons. And we're better for it. We're almost there. We just gotta finish this job. General Skywalker.
That is Zero Company. Release date on that, I think, is also before the end of the year. So basically, yeah, it's like a team-based strategy game where you're picking your team out of a group of however many that you recruit throughout the all right, it's not saying the launch day. Release day.
You know, attention to man behind the curtain.
So anyway, thoughts?
I want to get into the role playing game.
Zero Company,
because I think the story would be fascinating, but I'm not. I have a tough time with that type of game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the gameplay is going to be great for people that like that kind of game. I bet you they're going to really like it.
Yeah, I'm going to be all over it.
Yeah. I'm going to try it,
mm-hmm.
but I don't think that I'm going to take to it. But I'm willing to try it.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the story is going to be good. There's action sequences. It's just I don't know. It's just the building of certain things that slow everything down.
Yeah. There is that aspect of those types of games. You're going to have a lot of downtime.
Remember, I have to deal with my ADHD.
Yeah.
And it becomes a challenge.
Yeah. But August 27th is when that comes out. So even before Racer.
Okay.
So yeah, we got both coming soon. So exciting times.
It's obviously an investment that will have to be made for the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Why are you beating yourself with a lightsaber?
I don't know. So I can feel something.
Yeah. So hot off the presses, Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu breaks 300 million at the box office. Will lose money. Yeah, I know we've kind of.
When are they pulling it out of the box office?
I would imagine it's got to be soon because let me look at the dailies. Daily box.
I really do want to go see it again.
So what's today? The 15th.
It is.
So yesterday doesn't really count because it was a weekend, but it was number 7 overall yesterday. Made $1 million at the box office. It's currently raked in 165 million domestic, which sounds like a big number, but it's not a lot. It crossed, like the article said, 300 million worldwide, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna probably lose money. Realistically, it's probably more going to be like a break-even thing, but it ain't profiting at all. So that's kind of where we are with, this latest Star Wars movie is.
I presented my argument for what I think of the direction, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think this is if you were trying to see if you could just take this TV show and put it on a big screen and make a bunch of money from it, I think that obviously kind of played itself out.
Yeah.
With something that was really popular even with non-Star Wars fans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think if you were just relying on the Star Wars fan base to make you money on that, that would have been a tough one.
Yeah.
I think the wow factor would have had to have been there that we were talking about last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think they overestimated the cultural significance of Grogu at this point. We had a few years where he was all the rage, but
yeah, I mean, think of how big this would have benefited fucking when the fucking Grogu pops were coming out and he still didn't have a name, shit like
he was
that.
still called the Child.
Yeah, it might have taken him a little bit too long to get this out.
Yeah,
but they live in they're learning.
Mm-hmm.
These fucking video games that they're getting ready to put out, there's meat there, with especially the role-playing game. I'm sure the story that's encased in there could potentially have some before and after, but the pod racing could traverse or the racing game, not necessarily just pod racing.
Yeah,
but that could traverse so many different parts of the galaxy and
yeah,
different parts of the story and different parts of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And there's good stuff out there right now.
Yeah,
I think we just need to get our shit in one sock and fucking produce a banger.
Yes, I agree.
And hopefully this Starfighter is up to the task, because if it's not, it's going to hurt.
Yes,
it's going to hurt them.
Yeah, because they definitely need a hit with this one, and if not, then that could again shift how they do Star Wars at the box office.
Yeah,
and that could be the end of side stories, and it could just be all primary movies at this point. Like, I don't want to say Skywalker Saga because you'd think that we'd move away from that. Like, yes, they're talking about new trilogies and things like that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be
right
Skywalker Saga, quote unquote.
Yeah, but space-time continuum being what it is, I mean, it's any time that's around that time frame is going to have Skywalker things happening in the middle of it. So if you're trying to go around what's happening within that same time frame,
yeah,
kind of like what's happening with Ahsoka,
right?
There's another one that's going to be like, man.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they handle all the canon and everything else with that.
I'm glad to have the content, though.
Yeah.
watching Clone Wars for this episode to get ready,
Mhm.
and I watched a bunch of episodes, besides the ones that we're going to talk about.
Mm.
And man, there was some really good shit at the end of that.
Yeah.
Like season 5, 6, and 7 had a lot of really, really good episodes.
Mm-hmm. Which we'll have to keep taking closer looks at.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for Mandalorian and Grogu, it's going to end its box office run soon, I would imagine, and it's going to be a losing effort, but not by much. And here's hoping with between digital and Blu-ray and everything, they at least make their money back and aren't completely turned off of putting Star Wars out on the big screen, or at least giving it a shot.
I'm remarkably hopeful.
Yeah.
Which is surprising for me.
All right. Well, with that, do you want to get into our weeks?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, first I have an addition to
The sacred Jedi.
No.
The sacred Jedi.
Yes.
He
G.I.
pointed to
Joes.
his G.I. Joes. Like I had to pay attention to where his arms were going.
Right. So 3 years ago,
3 years later.
Yeah, I backed a not Patreon, Kickstarter.
Okay.
For this company that wanted to get back to the 3 3/4 inch, G.I. Joe style figures. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'll back this thing. Again, 3 years ago, thinking, first of all, when I first backed them, like, yeah, this will take a couple of months. And then, of course, it drug on forever. 3 years later, and here we are. And I finally got the box of all of the figures.
Holy
from the
shit.
Kickstarter. I'm not going to pull them all out, but I'll show you a handful. So these are Legends of the Hidden Force. And they are, again, just like G.I. Joe's, the same size and everything, just a different brand. And this one really focuses on the the martial arts looking dudes. Give you a look at this guy.
Interesting.
There was one really cool one that I like. Oh yeah, this guy. I love this dude. He's freaking jacked.
So, have you gone to the site? Have you looked at any of these guys? Like to see if for like individual sale or anything?
Oh, like individually, I think they're trying to sell them for like $20 a piece now.
Wow.
Which, like, when I backed it, it was like dirt cheap for the whole set that they were producing.
Wow.
So yeah, if you try to get them now, you're paying like quadruple what I paid for the initial Kickstarter.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a whole handful of these guys that are gonna get hung up somewhere. But yeah, this was before I started collecting all these newly reissued G.I. Joes and everything. I saw this thing and I'm like, oh, that looks really neat. It's kind of a harken back to the later days of the 90s G.I. Joes where they were giving them all like, they're releasing all these kinds of ninjas and all these other crazy martial artists with
with all their weapons and things like that. It makes it like, I guess once you get the tooling, like, all right, we're gonna make a bunch of these guys. Like, all right, this guy's gonna have this ripped torso. All right, here we go. All right, this one's gonna have the same ripped torso, but we're gonna put clothes on him.
Right.
So he'll still be jacked. He'll just have, a tight t-shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sergeant Slaughter style. Like just paint some fucking paint some clothes on him.
Yep.
Didn't you had a Sergeant Slaughter?
Yeah, I think we've got like 3 of them because there were 3 different colors.
Oh, that's right. That's very cool.
So yeah, got those. Have you been hearing at all about these new horror movies that are coming out, The Backrooms or Obsession? Like especially Obsession. Have you been hearing like all of the hype around this?
I've heard people mention it, but because I'm not a horror guy, like if I hear it, it's through a conversation that just happens to be floating in the air. I'm not actively involved in it.
Well, yeah, so I've been hearing all of this buzz about these 2 movies that came out around the same time as Mandalorian and Grogu. And I've made a point to actually go see both of them, Backrooms and Obsession,
Mhm.
and they're really good fucking movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Backrooms especially it's so hard to describe. I don't know if you've seen the trailers or anything for it, but
Maybe.
it's like this guy that stumbles on these like backrooms. If you've ever worked at a mall or anything and you see like the backrooms at a mall, you know,
Mhm.
it feels like that, and it just kind of like goes on forever. It's it's a mind fuck of a movie.
Okay.
But it's really cool, especially if you've worked in like, you know, big department stores or a mall or something like that. You kind of
Yeah, that was remember working at the Cherry Hill Mall
Mhm.
and going in there, opening it up, and just how weird it is anyway, but like going over by the Woolworth and going through that back like alley,
Mhm.
you know, through these back alleys with these back doors, you know, to kind of get to where this particular opening was,
Yeah.
you know, before you get in. There was one of the Call of Duty games. You would get dropped into like a mall.
Oh yeah.
Like you'd be at either end of the mall, and then you like kind of fight towards the middle, and it was all like shit like that. It's all the back rooms and shit like that. And
Mhm.
you like open a door and it's like the front end of a fucking Chick-fil-A or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And like shit's exploding around you.
Yeah.
It would, yeah. I haven't played dude, I haven't played Call of Duty in a minute.
Yeah.
But that shit was fun. Like kind of running around and shit like that. Like walking into the bowling alley,
Mhm.
you know, blowing up the popcorn machine. That shit was
Yeah.
fun.
So yeah, Backrooms is awesome. And then I finally saw Obsession, which Obsession is like the one that like everybody's talking about.
Okay.
It's the one that it was released like a month ago. And every week it like ends up making more money than it did
Wow.
in its first week, which is unheard of at the box office.
Taking Grogu money.
Yeah, exactly. And like it was number 2 again over this last weekend at the box office, and it's been out for over a month. It's seen all these other movies come and go, you know, Mandalorian, the Masters of the Universe movie, all of that stuff came and went, and this is still like, you know, dominating at the box office. And the movie itself is fucking crazy. think like Fatal Attraction on acid.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's pretty wild.
Isn't there a couple of like famous actresses in that?
I don't think so. I think it's
I'm
all
thinking something
like new people, because the actress that is the main character in Obsession, she's fucking awesome. Like the work that she did in this movie, like she gave it everything she had, and it's what made the movie is her performance. It was so good. She's pretty hot too.
That doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Her name is Indy Navarrete, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. I might follow her on social media.
Name the dog Indiana.
Right. But yeah, I saw both of those movies. Highly recommend. I know you're not a horror guy, but anybody out there listening who you know, who might have been on the fence, I'd say go see both of them. They're both very unique, very good, well done movies. And they're making a killing out there.
Awesome.
So
at least something's making money.
Yeah. And then besides that, in 3 days, my youngest son graduates high school.
Fucking, that's in 3 days.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep. So I'm gonna have no kids in school anymore.
It is kind of nice not having to worry about getting kids to school.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's gonna be all done, and then it's gonna have all adult children.
Yep.
And
real adults.
Yeah.
Real adult problems. So yeah. So we're earning our gray hairs.
Indeed.
At this point. That's awesome.
Yeah. But it's just crazy to think how fast the time has gone, and now my little preemie Ben, about to graduate high school.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
I keep little. He's taller than you.
He is, yeah. But of course, you well. I met you probably right around the time
Like he was being born.
Yeah, like I think he had just been born or right around that time because I was making that transition from.
Yeah, you came into the unit and you were going back and forth to the hospital.
Yeah.
When that was all going down.
Yeah. So yeah, I met you about the time he was born. So, which is funny to think.
Yeah, right.
Now he's graduating.
It's fucking that we were at a what were you doing? We were at a thing and I was taking pictures for an event of Kathy's for the chamber, and they were saying, "Oh, find." It was like a one of those things that you do to get to know people.
Sure.
And it was like, "Oh, find somebody who's lived in town for 20 or more years." And I mean, Kathy's, she grew up there.
Right.
So, and then I did the math for first time, like ever. And it's like, oh, we've lived in our house for more than 20 years.
Holy shit.
The house in Runnymede. We've had that for more than 20 years.
Wow.
It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
This is insanity.
Oh man.
It's crazy, man. This thing called life is never without its interesting challenges and moments.
And it goes by quick.
It does indeed. So you guys doing anything for graduation or just
we're doing like a little family party with him like the weekend of the 26th. Yeah. Ouch. Where I think Kristen's rented out like a party room at a Dave and Buster's.
Nice.
Bunch of her family's going to be there, and
that's cool.
Yeah.
Which one? The one in Gloucester Township?
The one over by you, yeah.
Yeah. By the outlets.
Yeah.
I haven't been in there.
It's fairly new, right?
I mean, relatively.
Yeah.
Like it was being built before COVID.
Oh, okay.
But because of COVID, like it stopped and then it got restarted again. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
What days? I'm just, dude, this is a busy week.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on this week.
I was car shopping this morning.
Oh yeah? For Kristen's new ride?
Yeah. We're trying to find something that works for her. So far, nothing. We went to a couple of dealerships. They tried like hell to get us to buy something, but nope.
Oh, like
held
they
firm.
do. Like they do, fuckers.
Yep. So, but yeah, that's all that's been going on with my week. It looks like the Phillies need me again.
They do.
They were on kind of a hot streak for a while there, and then last couple of games, I've noticed they've been dropping the ball a little bit.
I think they're back at home. They're playing the Marlins, so
Okay.
it's time to head out there.
Yeah, have to show up and bring my luck with me.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's it. That's all for my week,
dude. So it's funny. It's been a couple weeks, and I'm sure things have happened, but it's always like the last like 24 or 48 hours is always what ends up in my week.
Sure.
Because that's my recall. But so yesterday we alluded to it earlier that we've had this, like, we kind of had a few days of 90 plus and high humidity.
Yeah.
And it's just been sticky and
Yeah.
awful. And yesterday, walk around the house, it was like it was sticky in the house. I'm like, man, it doesn't I said to Kathy, I was like, man, it's really like, I don't know, it's just not comfortable in the house. It just feels a little sticky. And she's like, yeah, it does. And I looked at the thermostat. It's like 76% humidity in the house. I'm like, I don't think the air conditioning is working. So I go outside. Sure shit, fucking the unit's not running. So I tried a bunch of shit. I did the trick where you control it, delete it. Maybe it's just for whatever reason that the condenser fan didn't kick on. So I control it, deleted it. That didn't work. I thought maybe, well, if the coil had froze over, I'm just gonna let it. I'll turn it off. I'll let that melt,
Mhm.
and then I'll turn it back on again. So I tried that, nothing. And I was like, I'm not taking this apart. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna call my good friends at Runnymede Heating and Cooling. Shout out to them, and just get it looked at today. So today they came out, found a capacitor, and changed it. Thank God. Fucking capacitor is like this big.
Jeez.
It's insane. Right? That big with 4 prongs on it.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, that's a lot of capacitance. That I think I want to look at how much it's actually storing because holy shit.
Yeah.
It would probably shoot you across the room if you fucking hit the terminals.
I would imagine.
But anyway, all day yesterday, fucking just the couldn't be outside because it's just too. I did a bunch of shit outside, mowed the lawn and did all that shit, and it was fucking hot as balls.
Mhm.
And the only real relief in the house is like in the bedroom because we have a separate unit in there. And it was just awful.
Mm.
So thankfully today it was, the humidity's gone. It's like it was, in the 80s today, but could open up the windows and I could air out the house a little bit.
Yeah.
And then now the AC's fixed, but that's it. Talk about being 20 years in that house. Like that unit's been in there for 21 years. Because the previous owner to us put the unit in 2005.
Okay.
2005. Yeah. Or 2004. I think it's 2004 actually.
Mm.
So it's been in there for a minute.
Yeah.
Wow. Unit was in there when I was still a tech sergeant. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, so that's going to have to get the whole thing is going to have to get changed out. Like our whole HVAC system is going to need to get replaced.
Yeah.
Like it's getting to the point where the parts for it are going to be so expensive that it's just not cost efficient to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Got lucky today, but also didn't realize, like, growing up, my grandparents, they had a place down the shore, right? It was in Wildwood Crest, no central air. And, you opened up the windows, you put fans in, like you really weren't there to be in the house. You were there to go down the beach, do all that shit, and have some place to crash.
Yeah.
It was an old place. And it reminded me of that. It reminded me of being down, like, kind of down the shore, except that there was no breeze, no seagulls. So it wasn't that bad, but my house was definitely not designed to be that muggy.
Right. Well, thank God it wasn't, what was it, 3 or 4 days ago when it was like fucking 98 or some shit. And
well, it's funny that it's how was it in my house yesterday is how it's been in my office.
Oh,
that's I have to work in that.
Ugh.
So yeah, it's fucking miserable. Trying to think in that heat is just god awful.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, but good for now.
Yeah.
I had something else for that, but I forget. So AC good, knee still bad. So I got that knee brace from the VA, and it is, the joke was like I was like the Tin Man, like I needed, I constantly needed oil.
Yeah.
Well, that knee brace actually squeaked when I walked.
Really?
Yeah, it was like squeak, squeak,
Oh,
squeak.
no.
Yeah, and the metal that is doing the squeaking, which is why I have to wear it because it gives me that support.
Mm-hmm.
That metal was like not sitting in the neoprene pocket perfectly, so the metal would stick out, and then it would pinch into my leg.
Oh shit!
And it was just like this fucking thing. So hence I'm not wearing it right now because I'm not moving. So I'll just try not to put my foot down and turn on it.
Right.
Because that would be uncomfortable. But yeah, knee still sucks. I have to wait until fucking August to get the shots of cortisone, which is just the worst. And you know what? It's not the VA's fault. I mean, this is what socialized medicine is.
Yeah.
But I think I've talked about it before. I don't complain loud enough about this shit. Like I'm a professional complainer, right? You know, not only was I an air crew member for all those years, which air crew members are just expert fucking complainers and whiners.
Yeah, that checks.
Yeah, that's our thing. It's what we do.
Yeah.
But before that, I was a maintainer.
Mm-hmm.
And maintainers are also subject matter experts on complaining.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I'm not complaining enough at the VA to actually get like it can't be that bad. He's not telling us to go fuck ourselves. So it obviously isn't that bad. Which, you know what? I still can't do that.
Like go rolling into the VA and start yelling?
No. I feel like those VA cops are too trigger happy.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think that they'd end up, at a minimum, get tased. At a minimum. And honestly, like the one doctor, she's generally like seems like she wants to help and is just frustrated by the system.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, this is a glimpse at socialized medicine in the United States, folks.
Yeah,
and with a very small sample size.
Yeah.
Yeah, but good news is, John comes home this week.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, he'll be home Wednesday, and then gonna meet him at the airport, and then he'll go up north. He's living in that same area that he lived in last time he was here, and they'll be shacked up in a hotel for a little bit, but then they got a new place, and he'll be settled, and I'll be able to retire I have a John time alarm clock that was set to Hawaii time or Christchurch or Antarctica, depending. It just had it was a sticky that said John time on it, so I'm going to be able to retire that.
Nice.
So that'll be good.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to have him back. We'll make sure we have him on the show.
Oh hell yeah.
I think he's dying to kind of get back on the show.
Yeah. I mean, he's always welcome. So
yeah, exciting stuff.
Cool.
That's it.
All right. Ready to roll into the main topic then?
Yeah.
All right.
I think of that. Jason, I think I am ready.
Okay.
I am indeed ready.
All right, then let's do it. Those are my dogs.
Wow. They're usually not that vocal.
No. They're
going to get something.
Yeah. Anyway,
something's pissing them off out there.
Yeah.
Should I scream really loud? Do you think they'd react?
I'm sure they'd react.
Yeah.
And they probably wouldn't go away. So anyway, so yeah, the reason that there's a couple reasons why we landed on these episodes of the Clone Wars.
Yes.
Because initially my thought was we just saw Mandalorian and Grogu.
Right.
And it featured this bounty hunter, Embo. That people recognize. That when I saw him on screen, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Captain America helmet.
Yeah. I think of him as Random Task, with the helmet that he throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Googling like what episodes of the Clone Wars was this Embo guy in, because let's watch some episodes and get a feel for this guy that we saw in this movie that went toe to toe with Mando
right
at the very end there. and landed on these episodes. Now, according to AI, which is my first fucking mistake, it's like, oh yeah, Embo is part of this this one string of episodes in the Clone Wars, season 5, episodes 14, 15, and 16. He's in all of those. Like, great. They I looked at the thumbnail. I'm like, oh, this is one of the Maul storylines. Perfect. We'll watch this. We'll get a feel for Embo. Bob's your uncle. But come to find out, Mr. Embo is in a very small, so small
My penis is so smooth.
portion of these episodes. But the good thing is these are significant episodes of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
We have talked about these in the past, but it's, and on the heels of Maul and watching that show, this kind of, it's a good series to watch to compare to the recent Maul Shadow Lord series that we watched, because the storyline tie-in, as well as I have some observations about like the animation and comparing this to Maul. So we'll get into that as we go through the episode itself.
Yeah. And like I said, I think in the opening, I ended up putting on a bunch of other Clone Wars episodes.
Yeah.
Like, especially around this season and then further seasons. And just it's such good content.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the build up to Order 66, and then like how that point of view. So is that R2 head like muted so it looks like it did in episode 1?
We're looking at this story down here.
Yeah. Because it's almost like it's not metallic, or it has like the shine took off it. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking the silver part?
Oh, because it's purple. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. That explains it. No, I was fucking squirrel. You know how in I think it's in episode 1 when the R2 is on the on top of the
on the ship when they all roll out and they all are repairing the ship, and R2's the last one.
Right. Like, because of the way the animation overlay is, R2's head looks, it's like a different color.
Oh,
like it's a little bit lighter. And yeah, so from here with that in the dark, it just looks like that.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't, I can't tell it's purple.
Right.
The end is purple.
My penis is so smooth.
Anyway.
All right, fair enough. So
yeah, I was talking about how I've been watching the Clone Wars, and all the episodes are around this area, and then forward from here are good with there's no fill. There's no like, I mean, there's a couple, but we've talked about those before.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, it's engaging. Even the animation is like, there's just cool shit.
Yeah.
For example, because it's not in this episode, but it was in one of the ones I watched today. So, the episode where they take fives, or no, it's not fives. It's talk. The clone where they figure out that the chip's inside them.
Oh yeah.
I think I
feel like that was Fives, wasn't it?
No, Fives was with him.
Oh, okay.
Fives is like the platoon leader. And fuck, where was I going with this? Oh no, so they were on a shuttle that was going somewhere, and the separatists attacked the shuttle to get the clone, because Dooku was like, yeah, we can't let them see that clone.
Right.
Like, we can't have them figuring it out right now. And so the separatists grabbed them, and he basically infiltrated the shuttle, killed everyone in there, and grabbed the body of the other clone. And so when Anakin and Rex go into that basically the wreckage of that spacecraft. The clones that are in there are, they're floating with like dead eyes and shit like that. Like they did this pan where the one clone's face goes by like this and the eyes are like rolled in the back of the head. Like really, really like kind of gruesome.
Yeah.
For what the scene was.
Mhm.
And it just struck me as like, wow, this is that's not kids shit right there.
Right.
That's mommy, why is that man's eyes like that?
Yeah. And I think it's, one of the things that Filoni always said was that the show grew with the audience.
Absolutely it did. Yeah. 100%.
So we're hopping in at season 5 here.
Right.
Starting with episode 14, Imminence. And this is Maul's first sort of contact with the Mandalorians and how he ends up getting mixed in with them in the first place. And it starts off with him and Savage. So
Savage.
Yeah, we all remember his brother Savage, that
obsession
that he picked up on Dathomir. And
sidebar, your backrooms and obsession note that's in our notes, our show notes.
Mhm.
I thought that you were alluding to like a cologne or something. Backrooms and obsession.
No, not so much.
From Calvin Klein.
It does kind of sound like it, especially obsession.
Savage.
Which I don't remember the episodes before this, but I guess they had fought Obi-Wan, and
Yes.
in escaping from Obi-Wan, their ship is set adrift,
right?
And they're all fucked up on the inside, like licking their wounds, and the ship is kind of adrift. God damn it,
ship is adrift.
Yes. When
easy for you to say,
when they get rolled up by the Mandalorians.
Yeah, they're barely alive when
Yeah.
the Mandalorians roll up.
Yeah.
See, another situation where it's like, oh, your life support systems have failed. You're now dead in space, or almost dead in space.
Yep.
Like, and you're just like kind of just drifting there. Oh, look, they're freezing to death.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're almost dead. Ah, they got saved again.
Yep. And this is Death Watch. So these are led by Pre Vizsla, who is the current carrier of the Darksaber.
Isn't that the most annoying name?
Pre Vizsla.
Every time they said it, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't come up with something better. Like, Bo-Katan is a great name.
Mm.
It has edge to it.
Yeah.
Pre Vizsla. That sounds like pre-ejaculate.
Right.
Like, it's like something you'd like, oh, I got to get this into the wash so it doesn't fucking stain.
Right. Yeah. Pre is a stupid name. Now the Vizsla name, that's been around for a long time in Legends and everything else.
Right.
Going back to the origins of the Darksaber and the Vizsla guy who was the first Mandalorian Jedi whose name escapes me.
Post Vizsla.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Pre Vizsla shows up and he's got the Darksaber in this. Now, I don't believe this was the first appearance of the Darksaber in the Clone Wars. I feel like there was one other Mandalorian centric series of episodes, which is when we were first introduced to Obi-Wan and his love for Homegirl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was there and left.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I forget. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up the episode numbers.
Yeah, because I think that's where they were more focused on, Mandalore being a neutral system, and both the Republic and the Separatists were trying to get it on their side.
Right. And then the Jedi were like, oh, well, they're kind of neutral, so
yeah,
we can't really get involved in that.
But we also found out that, Obi-Wan was, high school sweethearts with what's her name? Satine.
Right. Duchess.
Yeah, he probably fingered her a lot back in school.
Right. He was double clicking that mouse for her.
Yeah, so This is not our first contact with the Mandalorians in the Clone Wars, but this is one of the more impactful ones because it's Death Watch. They're the ones that are kind of broken off from the main Mandalorian like government, because now it's run by the Satine and she's all pacifist, and you know, it's the same folly that the Republic falls into later on when they're like, we demilitarize, we're not going to be part of
we don't need a military. What would that be for?
Yeah, whereas, you know, Pre Vizsla and the Death Watch, they're like, no, our Mandalorian heritage is, you know, strong warriors and you know, leading through strength, and
military's bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yep.
Bad.
So
Season 2, episode 12, the Mandalore plot is when Darksaber first shows up with pre-ejaculate, the leader of the Mandalorian terrorist group.
Yeah.
Death Watch.
I don't know why they gotta be terrorists, but
they're on the list.
Yeah. And this whole series of 3 episodes shows that Bo-Katan was never some fucking sweet, innocent, you know, person that everybody loved and wanted to be the leader of the Mandalorians.
No, she was the number 2 person in this clan.
Yep.
And was ready to fucking do anything that it took to put this person in power.
Right. And to usurp her own sister.
Yeah.
Out of power.
Because she didn't understand what she was trying to get at.
Right.
But obviously there was good in her.
I guess. But we'll talk about that more as we go through.
But not really, because even when she was like on the throne, she was real cunty.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, sitting there on the throne. And
plus, she never earned it. Both times she had the Darksaber, it was given to her.
Yeah.
First by fucking Sabine and then by Mando.
Yeah.
So she never fucking earned, you know, to be the leader of the Mandalorians.
Right.
But I guess because all the fucking nerds love Katie Sackhoff, you know, like, oh, we got to make her the.
Oh, it's got a flip top head.
Right.
Dude, seriously. Like, never mind. like, just like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Seems like she has a large mouth.
Okay.
Like a large orifice.
Okay. Fair enough. I won't argue with that.
I'm not saying don't want to meet her, because I think how she portrays the character is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, she looks like she reminds me of the mask that the dude's wearing in the that other series that got canceled, that other Star Wars series. Remember the dude wearing the mask?
Are you talking Acolyte?
Acolyte, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Acolyte with the big smile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's like, just seems like she just takes up a lot of her face. I'm just saying. I'm not one to talk. I mean, I don't have the perfect face, but like watching her on like doing podcasts and stuff like that, it's just like, man, giant fucking mouth.
Well, I never really thought about it that way, but now I'll have to pay attention, and that's probably the only thing I'll ever see from now on.
Flip top head.
Yeah.
Do people even get that reference? Like, I know other people in the squadron, like, it's a reference that's gotten around with like older guys, but I don't think that like people really understand, like, the Colgate commercial that had the flip top.
Yeah,
head.
and they'd like brush the teeth.
Right.
And, yeah.
I don't think the kids today really understand that like where the nexus of that comes from.
Probably not.
Anyway, this is where my brain goes, people.
Right. So so Maul and Savage get picked up by Death Watch. They don't kill them right away because they see the lightsaber, and
I want to see his story.
yeah, Previs is like, oh, they seem like they're no friend of the Jedi, so apparently they're friends to us.
Right. Could have eliminated all of these issues, could have saved her own life by leaving these two to fucking freeze to death, but no. No, I don't know. I want to keep them alive.
Yep. And we're going to use them to help take back Mandalore. Which this is where I wrote Bo-Katan is no saint, because there was one scene too where after Maul comes to, but Savage is still like half asleep. Like Maul starts to sit up and like get aggressive, and Bo-Katan just like puts her gun right to fucking Savage's head.
Right.
It's like, do it and I'll blast him. Like, so she was no saint. And then Maul wakes up, they have this talk, and we decide we're going to have a montage.
Going to have a montage.
Where we're basically recruiting all of the major crime syndicates in the galaxy.
A motherfucking montage.
To come together very quickly, by the way, to all join forces to help take Mandalore.
Right.
Wait.
I just look.
Yeah, she's
look. It just,
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I mean, that looks good there, but here you can tell it's just like an alien.
Right. And I don't think it's like any like cosmetic surgery or anything.
No. This is just,
I think that's just how our face naturally is.
Right.
And, she's cool as shit, by the way, too, because, I did get an autograph from her last year at the Rebel ScumCon, and, her flight got delayed, and she still came in like super late, stayed even later to do autographs and stuff. So
I'm sure I'm not trying to besmirch her in the least.
Yes.
It's just this, unfortunately, like whenever I see her, I can't not see this.
Right.
Anyway, I'm weird. I mean, me to you.
Yeah.
All of you know this.
Yes.
I can't help it. But sometimes you just fixate on things and you're just like, why? It's not a why. It's just a,
Yeah. So anyway, they go into aggressive negotiations with Black Sun.
Right.
They show up, and obviously the guy's like, no, we're not fucking helping you. In fact, we're going to kill you.
Like, who the fuck are you? Dude rises up, which I'm actually like, I was into this scene.
Yeah.
Like, I just wish it, like, Savage, his brute force stuff, like, and his wielding of the Force, I think sometimes he has too much ability in the Force for me. Like, how he's using the lightsaber is, in this situation, to me, is like, it should have been Maul.
Right.
Maul should have been the one to actually make that throw.
Yeah, and then like cut the heads off of everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Not Savage. I mean, I get it. Savage is the apprentice, and he's the one that Maul wants doing these things. But I just there's parts later too where I'm watching Savage, manipulate a lightsaber. I'm like, why are you so good all of a sudden?
Right.
Just seems fishy.
Because I don't know how I can't remember how much training he got with the witches on Dathomir, but he's only been with Maul for a little while in the show, and working as his apprentice, so learning what he can as they go.
But he was a fucking runt before that. I mean, why would they be teaching him anything?
Yeah.
Remember they roided him up.
That is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah. He was just he was a guy, dusting fucking Black Series figures in the corner, until they shut him up with the green shit.
Right.
I was unworthy. Yeah. Yeah. No shit.
So
spoiler alert.
Yeah. So they They get Black Sun. The fucking Pikes just show up. They're like, "Hey, we heard you're
recruiting.
Yeah.
We don't want to get our heads chopped off, so we're here.
Yeah.
Let's work something out."
Mm-hmm. And then they go to the huts, which, you know, this is kind of relevant because they go to Nal Hutta and they go to like that main structure, that weird fucking spore looking building,
right,
that we see in Mandalorian and Grogu, that later gets blown up. That's where they go in this to talk to Jabba and the rest of the Hutt Council.
Yeah, into that same chamber too, I think.
Yeah. So, relevant tie-in, I should say, to Mandalorian and Grogu. So that was kind of cool. That I was not expecting. And then this is where, because the Hutts aren't playing ball, of course.
Right.
You know, they get there and the Hutts are like, "Nah, go fuck yourselves."
Yeah.
And they send in the bounty hunters. And this is where we finally get our look at Embo, the big baddie from Mandalorian and Grogu.
Captain America.
Yeah. He's still got his little wolf pet with him.
Right.
So, you know, they were consistent with that. And yeah, he showed up and he kind of didn't do a whole lot. Fought with Savage a lot. Savage kind of like beat his ass.
Yeah. He didn't get beat up enough. There was a couple of times when like Maul was in these fights that I was trying to figure out, is Maul like deliberately not showing like power and allowing himself to be like pinned to the ground, like this situation with the dog,
Mhm.
you know, being on top of him and then like being held down, or it's somehow being at a disadvantage. You would think, based on previous interaction, even within this episode,
Yeah.
that Maul could have just been like, "Get off me,"
right,
and then fucking have at you.
Yeah.
But instead, it's, you know, he struggles, and I just wonder, like, why is he struggling?
Yeah, I noticed that too, and I don't really have a good answer.
Yeah.
You know, my thoughts are, obviously he's not as strong as, you know, a Sidious or a Vader or anybody, like
Right.
we've established that. But you know, they still portray him as pretty powerful, especially in things like Maul Shadowlord, even though he did kind of get his ass kicked in that too. So maybe it's just to kind of show us that he's not as all powerful as some of these other Sith that can get themselves out of every situation.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
I think I might be fast forwarding in my head a little bit because of Order 66, but he's in this time, like Maul is still trying to figure out like what the plan is. He knows
Right.
He knows there's a plan.
Yeah.
But he's still trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Like and really nail it down. So I think the dark side is growing in power to the point where like it may be overwhelming him. That's why.
Could be.
Because later, so it's not in these episodes, is it? When Sidious shows up?
Oh, it is.
That's in the last one of this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Sidious shows up. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll save that for when we get there. But yeah, I think it's just odd to watch Maul kind of not be as powerful in one instance and then suddenly be the guy who could fucking rip a hyperdrive out of the inside of a fucking ship and pull it out of hyperspace and collapse everything.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. Maybe it's just to show that he's not as all powerful as some of these other Force users.
Right.
You know, he's still got some weakness there. And yeah, this was our only real shot at Embo in these 3 episodes, and I was very underwhelmed. I'd like to find another episode where maybe he was featured, see what all the hype is about. But at this point, I'm like, why would they pick this guy of all fucking characters to be sort of this main antagonist to Mandalorian.
Shield helmet is probably cool.
Did
I
you
guess.
notice, by the way, we didn't talk about this when we talked about the movie, that his fucking ship is also the same.
We did
design.
talk about it. Actually.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. How it's the same design as his fucking helmet?
Yep. Yeah.
Gay.
Yeah, it is definitely like
like that's his whole personality. Like
Right.
his whole everything in his life revolves around these discs.
right.
You know.
Except for in this instance when he's running away and the dog has to go back and get
Right.
the helmet and bring it with him.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's no Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. Like, you can't have Boba Fett in this situation, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, I guess they were trying to find somebody that had like some panache that could, I don't know, compete with that Boba Fett type personality.
Yeah.
And they came up with this guy. You could have had the blue guy potentially,
or that female Zabrak chick.
Yeah.
But no, they went with old Emby.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that's the gist of this episode. By the end, they fucking roll up on Jabba at his palace and convince him to go along as well.
Oh my gosh.
And that's pretty much the end of that episode. Episode 14, Eminence. Hold on, you're gonna hear something. Sorry. So again, rest in peace to the voice guy, who we lost a few weeks ago. Same guy who does the voice of Yoda in the animated series. So it's kind of sad now when you fire up an episode and it's like, danger within the Republic.
Yep. Agreed. I was thinking of the same thing.
Yeah. So sad face. The next episode is really centered around Maul's plan and how they're going to retake Mandalore because, fucking Pre Vizsla, maybe that's why he's called Pre, because he really is like pre-ejaculating a little bit. He's like, now, like after they got the fucking Black Sun, he's like, all right, now we got an army, now let's go get him. And Maul's like, oh, hang on,
right?
Chill out for a second.
Right.
Then they get the pikes, and he's like, all right, now we're gonna go. We got an army to go take Mandalore. He's like, chill. We still got more to go. And then finally, Maul tells him like, all right, here's what we're going to do, and they
show me the sites that we're going to hit. And then, all right, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah. And basically he spells out the plan, how Maul and the bad guys, all the crime families are going to hit Mandalore and, distrust with the government and, basically try to, show Death Watch as the heroes of Mandalore and, use that as a way to manipulate the people to get Pre Vizsla back as the chancellor of Mandalore. And that's pretty much how it all happens. They you all right?
Yep.
And all the while that they're talking, like Pre Vizsla and Bo-Katan are like, yeah, as soon as we get what we want, we're fucking done with these guys.
Right.
Talking about how they're gonna betray Maul and Savage.
Right. And Savage is like, we can't trust these guys, right?
Yeah.
Maul's like, yeah, we need them right now.
Mhm.
So this is what we're going to be doing.
Yeah. So they do these things where they have these big public gatherings where the fucking crowds in the streets and they're yelling up at fucking Saltine,
Right.
and she's like, oh, it's okay, everything's okay, and fucking
I need everyone to calm down.
Yeah. And then fucking Pre Vizsla rolls up and starts monologuing to the crowd and everything. Right. And
like they got a hell of a PA system.
Yeah.
I mean, the microphone pickups are fantastic.
Yeah, they must have Bluetooth in each one of their headsets that connects to the main.
Yeah, it's got to be Bluetooth.
Audio of the.
And just like as he's flying away, like just crackly, like it's like these fools.
Yeah, well, and this whole series of episodes just goes to show that the people of Mandalore are fucking idiots.
Right.
because they're so easily
Well,
swayed.
it looks like it's the fucking like the Aryans. What do they call it? The something race. What the Aryans call themselves? Master race. Because it's all blonde haired women and kids,
and they'll have that weird like
bob
haircut. Yeah.
And they're all just like, oh my god, it's so scary around here. Oh my god. How do you produce a fucking a planet full of warriors with all these fucking like, oh dear heavens me.
Right.
We better go to a public gathering because it's scary out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can definitely see why Pre Vizsla and the Death Watch are like, these guys are a bunch of fucking pussies. This pacifism is not going to get us anywhere.
Right.
We need that warrior fucking mentality back. And they sway the fucking crowds immediately, with all of these
of course,
with the attacks and everything.
No current politics involved at all in the making of these in 2000 whatever.
This probably would have been like 2012, 2013 time frame.
So
you all right there?
Yeah.
So they take homegirl Saltine and they put her in prison.
Right.
And they put her next to the guy that she had the conflict with in that first Mandalorian timeline.
The prime minister.
Yeah, the guy that she put away for buying like black market stuff.
Yep.
So now they're fucking neighbors. And I loved when Maul came back by later. She's like, there's only me and him left. They got rid of all this stuff. And he's a bad guy. He bought stuff in the black market and all that. And Maul's like, oh, really? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah. And because after fucking Pre Vizsla took over, then they very quickly convinced the crowds to let them have Mandalore. They took Saltine away. They immediately betray Maul.
Right.
Where and this is one of those moments where Maul could have just like annihilated all of them.
Right.
But he had like two of the Mandalorians point their guns at Maul and he just like dropped his saber and oh, you got me.
Right. Like, okay, now is when you're going to pretend like this was part of your plan.
Right.
And everything's going to work out.
Yeah.
But really, like, it would have been better for you not to get captured or not to get fucking shot at.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way that lights.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the sound. That's a good one. And anyway, so yeah, Maul very easily breaks out of prison with Savage. Like they took no real precautions and like keeping them in their cells.
Yeah, I thought it was actually pretty funny. It's like, brother, I feel like taking a tour of this facility.
Yeah.
And so Savage just like blows out the fucking windows.
Yep.
I said, yeah, that's good.
And then he marches right up to the throne room and challenges Pre Vizsla to a duel, a fight to the death for the leadership of Mandalore, because he knew he would take it, because that's part of their of their culture. Somebody challenges you and you have to accept in one-on-one combat, and the winner takes all.
Yeah.
And Maul took all. He Pre Vizsla put up more of a fight than I had expected, but
I think he put up more of a fight than Maul expected.
Yeah. But ultimately it ended with Maul beheading him with the Darksaber, and now Maul is the sole possessor of the Darksaber.
I have the Darksaber, thereby I am the ruler.
Yeah. And about half of Death Watch, were with him. And then Bo-Katan and her people are like, no outsiders.
So we say half because that's what we see, right?
Right.
But in reality, there has to be more people.
You would think.
It has like the representation of this group that's on camera.
Mhm.
Camera, air quote. Like, it can't be a representation of everyone. There's got to be people that are like out standing watch in the hallway, or like,
Sure, yeah.
you know, hey, all of you, when the noise stops, go to the jet and wait.
Yeah.
That way, you know, that's the rally point.
Mhm.
You know, go back to the rally point. So this idea that oh, we're all going to go back to the temple and just, you know, chill out, and hey, lucky 14, you got the next stripe.
Mhm.
And, you know, Maul, or not Maul, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Sorry.
Execute Order 66.
That one lights up very similar to the baby killer.
Well, makes sense, right? It's the Anakin's.
Mhm. Anyway, so yeah, Maul's now the leader of Mandalore at the end of that episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then we come into the next one, and it's Bo-Katan. Oh my god, I love how the fucking nephew's name is Corky, and he looks like Corky from the fucking TV show back in the 80s.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, maybe he's doing the kid a favor. Maybe but that felt dirty.
Yeah. like, really? Are we going there?
Like, oh no, that's
because like I
turn
can
my head.
Yeah, I can see like the kids who grew up on this show not getting that. But for those of us who were, you know, Gen X and grew up in the 80s,
yeah,
you know, you say, you know, call somebody Corky who just so happens to have a goofy looking face.
Yeah.
We're not going to make that connection.
Like, wait a minute. Yeah, no, you're not getting away with that shit.
Yeah.
Not in a million years.
Yeah. So, of course, every time she's like, oh, Corky. And I'm like,
you really need to rethink your kid's name.
Yeah. It's good shit. Anyway. So, yeah, Corky, along with Bo-Katan and the Death Watch remnants, they break out Saltine. And in an effort to try to get word to the Republic, to the Jedi,
right? Because she's doing the Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now?
Right.
Like trying to find a signal for her cell phone
to
be able to message the Jedi Council.
Yeah,
and then promptly changes her location, so it makes it harder to find her.
True.
She obviously never had a fucking search and rescue class.
Yeah. And then already we're seeing Maul's Death Watch guys in the red and black Mandalorian armor, which we only see one guy that's got the fucking horns at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love how they've already started to match Maul's colors. And
what's his name? Zach? Not Zach. The guy with the horns.
Savage?
No, the Mando that has that outfit. Fuck.
Oh, that has the Maul.
Yeah.
Does he have a name?
Yeah. Maul uses it later.
Oh
shit. Go ahead, carry on.
Anyway, we get this like chase scene where they're chasing around Saltine, and she eventually finds a safe spot to send off a communication specifically to Obi-Wan.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're the only one who could fill my void.
Yep. And you know, they Yoda and fucking Ki-Adi-Mundi call Obi-Wan in, and they're like, hey, we got this message, and just so you know, we can't help.
Right. What was the point of that?
Yeah.
What was the point of fucking, look, you've already made your decision. Like, that's fucking this Jedi Council is the worst.
Yeah.
There should be like Coruscant Public Radio, and there should be just one person just railing on how bad the Jedi Council is. And
yeah.
Like, here, look at here's all these poor decisions that they've made, and you know, they're trying to silence me, and then he ends up dead. Like, oh, he hung himself with his own fucking legs. How did he do that?
That's a good spinoff show idea. That's
just the radio version of the show. Have call-in guests.
Yeah,
like I want to be anonymous. Like
my boss is kind of an asshole.
My boss cut off my legs.
Anyway,
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Almost like Frasier. They do the show and then they go off and it's like just stupidity.
Yeah.
In Coruscant.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's Andor and he shows up at a bar and kills somebody and then fucking off to the races after that.
Right. So yeah, they fucking show Obi-Wan the message and they're like, well, we can't help. So Obi-Wan's got to go it alone.
Right.
Which
gets a hoopty from fucking Anakin.
Right.
Which where the fuck is Anakin hiding this? Like, oh yeah, I got a ride for you. I got it here behind the fucking apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, never mind. It hasn't passed inspection, but
right,
you'll be all right.
Yeah, it'll probably make it to
Mandalore. Yeah, you'll be all
right. Yeah. Good stuff. He lands there. And the ship is like falling apart as it lands. Like pieces are fucking falling off onto the tarmac.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Now, the helmet that Obi-Wan is wearing when he gets out of there, I don't know if you noticed, but he put on like almost a Mandalorian style looking helmet, but not quite. It looks like something that's directly out of the Old Republic video game. Like, I think you can get that exact helmet that Obi-Wan is wearing
really
in that game. Yeah. Because that's where I thought I recognized it. So, and he just miraculously shows up in the fucking prison where Homegirl now, all the way up to this point, she's just had normal type hair, like her normal, like ruler hair. And, like as soon as Obi-Wan shows up, it's all like fucking done up and curly and everything.
Like, oh my, he's coming. Let me just make sure it's done up proper.
Yeah.
Doing some Rapunzel shit.
Yeah, so she's looking all attractive and stuff to him. Mm-hmm. And of course he shows up and she's throwing herself at him and he's like, no, I cannot.
Like,
she like jumps up.
It's just cameras here.
Right. Like she's jumping up and hugging him and he's like,
it's just not good. Not good.
Yeah.
I can't get an erection in this outfit. I just
yeah.
There's pre-Vizsla all over the inside of this fucking uniform.
They as they're trying to escape, they get shot down by Maul and crew. And Maul has a chance at this point where he could fucking kill Obi-Wan. He's got him like fucking force choked. He's got his sabers gone.
Yep. That's not good enough.
No. So just remember, Maul, you had your chance, but you decided, nope, I'm gonna fuck with him instead.
Several times.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Yeah. And he takes Homegirl back to the throne room where he's got Obi-Wan.
Right.
And he proceeds to just like start force choking her. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to like talk to Obi-Wan he's trying to get Obi-Wan to like use the dark side. I guess that's how he feels like he's gonna really hurt Obi-Wan, is by convincing him to, give into the dark side and destroy who he is.
Like, I know you have feelings. I know you were going to succumb to them. I can feel it. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Obi-Wan's, you can tell he's tensing up, but he's not fucking rising to that bait.
Nope. Even when he's choking out Homegirl, which at that point I'd have been like, motherfucker.
Right.
But no.
Should have brought the whole building down on top of everyone.
Yeah. But nope, he's like just watching Maul choking out his girl.
Right.
No reaction. And then Maul's like, okay, well, this isn't enough. Well, let me fucking skewer your girl with the darksaber, and then we'll see what happens.
Yep. The look on Maul's face, that entire sequence, like after that, after he shish kebabs her,
and
he's just sitting down and just the grin on his face.
I noticed that too.
And then like Savaj's like, all right, now do we kill him? And he's like, nope. I just want him to just, what does he say? Want him to bask in this.
Yeah.
Take him down to his cell.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to go wrong.
No, definitely not. But yeah, I remember talking about this when we first covered these episodes. It was so abrupt the way he's like just fucking choking her out, and then just all of a sudden just zzz, fucking Darksaber right through the gut.
Yep.
And just like that old saltine is dud. And she confesses her love to Obi-Wan as she's dying, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
Shit.
Yeah.
Look, in fairness to Obi-Wan, like he has proven that he's like the straight-laced fucking guy,
right,
throughout everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's obviously has his own internal struggles with things that have been happening and whatever. You know, we've seen it in books. We've seen it in enough of between the Clone Wars and everything else. Like he has feelings.
Yeah.
But you know, he's obviously more drawn to the fact that like he can't let any of those things impact his duties as a Jedi.
Yeah.
Right. So that's well established.
Yeah.
I think what was fascinating to me is how he reacted after the body collapses, and then he's allowed to, you know, listen to her last words.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like obviously Maul wanted that to happen.
Oh, of course.
But, you know, for him to be so receptive of it was Obi-Wan is very, I don't know what the word is. Not militant. Militant's not the right word. Like it is.
It's too straight-laced.
This Jedi code is the only thing that's going to keep me on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
And I have to follow it. Like just this is what's going to keep me on the path.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stray one way or the other, even if it means that somebody is going to get killed.
Yeah.
And you know, it's true to his character, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Like we're not. This is the same Obi-Wan that has made decisions like this in the past. Where it's just like, I can't really help you. Oh,
yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, you're dead now, so sorry about that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's true to the character. So
it's like that's against the rules. I can't do that. I know you're going to cut her head off, but I really, it's against the rules.
Yeah.
Sunk. All right. Now you cut her head off. Now I can do something.
Right. Whereas you switch places with him and like Anakin, you put fucking Maul, force choking Padme, and Anakin right there.
Anakin brings the building down.
Oh, yeah. He uses the force and like shatters all of Maul's bones from the inside out.
Right. And that's what makes later, not in these episodes, but later when Ahsoka's shows up when Maul wanted Anakin to show up, like how much Maul really didn't want Anakin to show up
right
at that point, because Anakin was so conflicted that he would have just annihilated Maul just because he was fighting this conflict, and you know, Maul being a part of it, he just would have annihilated him.
Yeah.
So like, no, we got to keep a story going. So we're going to make it so that, what time? Why? There's no time. What?
Are you okay? Long day.
It has been a long day.
Yeah. So anyway, turns homegirl into a shish kebab. And now they're taking Obi-Wan away again when Bo-Katan shows up and frees Obi-Wan.
Bitch, where were you 10 minutes ago?
I know, right? Who, by the way, Bo-Katan does not seem very disturbed at all by the death of her sister throughout this.
She's a warrior.
Yeah.
Died a warrior's death.
Yep.
By the sword.
Yeah, I suppose. All while this is happening, we see Chancellor Palpatine in back on Coruscant call for Masamita, and he's like, "Hey, bring my shuttle."
Yeah,
I sent something.
Yeah, he's he feels the disturbance in the force. Like you can tell he's just standing there like,
Yeah.
something's up.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go intervene, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Fetch me the shuttle and my killing robes.
Yeah.
The ones that are water resistant.
Yep. And yeah, so he goes and he fucking shows up on Mandalore
Right.
to confront Maul and fucking Savage.
Right. And it's funny too, like I think and this is probably me inputting emotion into something that's not necessarily there, but because I kind of jumped around and watched later episodes,
Mhm.
after what's going to happen in the next episode with Maul, or is it this episode? I can't remember. Anyway, the idea that he was so cowed by Sidious
Mhm.
and is like basically begging for his own life.
Yeah.
Then when he turns around after that and it's like, okay, this is the actual plan,
Mhm.
is to go underground and build whatever I'm going to build outside of Sidious's control.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was going somewhere with that and I fucking lost it. God damn it. Anyway,
well, maybe you'll pick it back up because, fucking Sidious arrives and Maul immediately goes to his knees like, "Oh, master,
right.
I'm ready for you to take me back." And
it's like, you know what? I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Looking pretty pathetic. And it looks like you have an apprentice. There can only be two of us. So I'm going to go ahead and fuck you up.
Yep. So you two are outsiders now. And yeah, Sidious proceeds to goes dual wielding with the lightsabers and starts fucking up Maul and Savage to the point where he fucking just double skewers fucking Savage with the sabers, and Maul jumps up after him and he's got the fucking the green smoke oozing out of his wounds.
Right. He's losing his Savage.
Yeah.
It's the essence of Savage is drifting away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think was fitting for the character to recognize the fact that he was not a worthy apprentice.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not you.
Yeah.
And wasn't cut out for that. He was, what the hell is Captain America's real name?
Steve Rogers.
He was the Steve Rogers character that they overinflated into this, monster.
Mm-hmm.
And it was never meant for him to be this Sith apprentice.
Right.
The
burden was too great.
I had something else for that. No, what I really liked about this sequence was this one of my favorite fight sequences of the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because Palpatine there's a couple times where Palpatine is like, oh, they're getting a couple of hits in here, I'm going to start throwing them around.
Yep.
Like, oh, fuck you. Like, you could tell the lightsaber battle in and of itself is just for Palpatine to get some exercise.
Right. Exactly.
Because when he's in any real trouble, he just like just flicks the booger and those dudes just go fucking flying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
To imagine a being like Maul who exists in the using his dark side power, which we talked about a little bit last week, that it seemed like characters were not using the dark side the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we're in the novel Deceived, like dark side users would they build on hate and they bring the dark side energy to themselves to be able to exert it.
Yeah.
Where we like Palpatine just does it.
Mhm.
And Maul, even when he is using it, it's not a like I'm using like uh I'm using like an injury or I'm using hate to be stronger so that I can fucking tear this dude up.
Right.
You just he's just using the dark side. It's very generic.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Sure. Yeah. And yeah, there could be a lot of reasons for that. Untrained, like who knows how far along he actually was in his training
That's
when
true.
Obi-Wan cut him in half.
Probably not very far.
Yeah.
I have a feeling yeah, I don't think it was very far.
Though we did get that one glimpse in Maul Shadow Lord where it was like young Palpatine or young Maul, and Palpatine's like, "You failed."
Mm-hmm.
So,
Palpatine's a strict teacher, man.
Yep.
He's like, came back for him. And after all that, killed Savage, beat Maul up some more, threw him around, came up to him. Maul's begging for his life.
Yeah.
And Palpatine's like, oh, don't worry. I'm not going to kill you because I have other plans for you.
Right.
And then yeet and fucking just force lightnings him screaming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that takes you right to the end of the episode.
Pretty much, yeah.
So Palpatine, whatever it was that he set out to do in this encounter, he did it.
Yeah. Which, yeah, he easily had his way with those two.
And then whatever side quest he has for Maul,
which I don't remember what that was. Like I didn't watch past these 3 episodes.
Well, so what I ended up doing is I skipped ahead to oh fuck, I can't remember the number of the episodes, but I skipped ahead to where I went through the whole Ahsoka. I think it's the episodes immediately following these, where Ahsoka gets blamed for the fucking murder.
Yes, because it's very close to when she leaves.
Yeah, so she walks away from the Order. Then in the next season, I skipped ahead to where it's Ahsoka and Maul's basically explaining like Charlie from fucking Always Sunny he's like, I don't know, it's like it's all powerful and he's all like everything. He's Skywalker's the key to everything, and you know Sidious has started this whole thing and all these things set in motion. He's just like he's sensing how much the dark side, like how much dark side energy is there. Like he even alludes to it. It's just like the dark side has never been more powerful than it is right now. And he knows that everything is about to change. It's just a matter of like when the exact moment is going to be. But like even when he says to Ahsoka, like that dialogue between him and Ahsoka in that episode is fucking priceless, because it's basically the interchange of Maul knowing as a dark side user that like shit's about to go down, and Ahsoka pretty much feeling the same thing but not understanding what it is.
Right. Whereas Maul at least has a little hint because of Palpatine, and he knows he's got a big plan.
Yeah, he was in the inner circle for a minute, and then I'm sure Palpatine had him on a side quest or whatever. But it's really I like seeing Maul in that element, and then Ahsoka later Maul's trying to get her to help. Like the two of us, we can go take out Sidious, and Ahsoka's like, "All right, I'll do that. However, you have to tell me why Anakin. Why do you want Anakin so badly?" And then he says Anakin's the key to everything.
Yep.
He's the one that's going to be, or she says, is bringing balance to the Force, And he's like, no, he's going to end the Jedi Order. Like he's going to like, and that's when Ahsoka like goes from, oh, I'm going to help you to, no, I don't believe you, and let's fight.
Yeah.
But the dialogue, that string of dialogue is excellent. And then the episodes that follow that are, it's the best Ahsoka moments that we get because of it's right up to the moments of Order 66 and her trying to escape, but ultimately like it's escaping with her life, not just this, escaping from the situation.
Oh yeah.
There's a little hokiness to it. You have the whole thing with the was it the 332nd with the painted helmets and shit like that.
I didn't dislike that, but
well, every time I see the 332nd, I'm like, oh yeah, we were in the 332nd.
Mad dogs. Who?
Mad? Who? Dogs. God. Oh my God. Anyway. But yeah, it's like, so watching from this point where we just saw and just rolling from that point to the end of the series, like the end of Clone Wars.
Yeah, the Siege of Mandalore storyline and all that. Yeah.
It's compelling. It's compelling storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, as an alleged Star Wars fan, for me, I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it as a Star Wars fan.
Yeah. Because there is so much good stuff in there, like, related to the canon. And
I think the nervous part for me is, as I was finishing watching a part of it before I left to come here, is this what ultimately is going to tee me up for the letdown with the conclusion, like the second season of Ahsoka or whatever season of Ahsoka? Like, is what they were able to do so completely in the Clone Wars, like, are they going to be able to do that with the Rosario, with the live action Ahsoka?
Right.
And be as compelling as that was?
I mean, that's the big question, right? They've been working on this for quite a while, and we've still got many months to go before we ever see any inkling of Ahsoka season 2. So
this year?
No, they pushed it to 27.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to point out, comparing like these 3 episodes in season 5 to Maul Shadow Lord, I did notice a stark improvement over the like the animation, because if you watch a lot of the fighting in these 3 episodes, it's very blocky, it's very almost like slow. Whereas you compare it to like the action sequences in Maul, things have really picked up, and they've really figured out how to, with this animation style, make things more exciting, more fluid, more realistic looking.
Right.
Whereas, you watch it in some of these early episodes of Clone Wars, and the characters are their movement is just, it's weird.
Right.
Yeah,
there were some areas where I think in Clone Wars it was probably groundbreaking, some of the things they were doing with the animation.
Oh, sure.
And like the sword fighting sequences, especially, there were times when, okay, this jump looks a little bit too, like you're saying, blocky, and not as smooth as it could have been. But I think overall, though, like the sword fighting that was happening in Clone Wars was still really good.
Oh yeah, it's good and it's very watchable. But I mean, you compare it to where we are now with Maul Shadow Lord, and it's just, you can just see that improvement that's been made over these years.
For sure. Because I was thinking about like when Savage goes into dual wield and he's kind of spinning around. What I noticed about the animation in these episodes, especially, like when the blades start spinning, they kind of fan out a little bit.
Yeah,
like you see it turns into like almost like a turbine blade.
Yep.
Sort of reminded me of. And the same thing would happen with the Darksaber.
Mhm.
It was actually like it played into the animation style very well.
Mhm.
Like, whereas if it was like hyper accurate, it probably wouldn't have played out as well.
Yeah.
Especially for doing things like blocking. Like there's so many sequences where they're, blocking blaster fire or blocking the shock blast or whatever,
Yeah.
the stun blast. That having just the singular, lightsaber thing without that kind of motion blur, if you can imagine,
Mhm.
I think I think they did it well.
Yeah.
For what they had. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the fight sequences here, and as we go in the next couple episodes, like, yeah, it makes me really wish that we had more of that.
Yeah.
In Star Wars in general. We've had some really, really good live action fight sequences.
Oh yeah.
We have.
Mhm.
But 65% of them were in episode 1,
Yeah.
Or no, I can't say that. Episode 3 probably had, I would say, the majority. Episode 1 had a good chunk of them.
Yeah.
And then it really gets scattered after that, with where you have like good lightsaber sequences
Mhm.
and really good fights.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because I mean this is a whole other side conversation, but they take it in a totally different direction in the sequels. Because we're still kind of in the sequels, we're still stuck in that original trilogy where not everybody is that skilled. We don't have tons of Jedi flying around everywhere doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's the lightsaber stuff is very muted in the sequels also.
Yeah.
Compared to what we get in like the Clone Wars and the prequels. And
yeah, well, I mean, it's true. It's kind of true to form to what Star Wars is supposed to be in that time frame, right? Because there isn't as many Jedi, and they don't have the same access to the Force
Mhm.
to be able to like have the knowledge and the training to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for sure that they wouldn't have that ability, but at the same time, get that ability.
Yeah.
To fucking do things. You carry these fucking laser swords. Do something with them, for God's sakes.
And it's what the people want to see.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for these episodes.
Yeah.
Don't have a topic for next week, but maybe we'll continue on with some Clone Wars stuff.
Hey, there's definitely some good episodes that we can hit after this.
Yeah.
Before I start my reads, though,
Mhm.
I have to urinate.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, I know we're good on time, so, and it'll be quick.
All right. Well, do you have the commercial?
I'm gonna do it right now.
All right.
What is that? Go away, lady.
Oh, they're saying 8 people were killed in the B-52 crash.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a test flight.
That sucks.
Fuck. All right.
All right. So we good?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be very, very back right after this quick word from our sponsor.
Colt 45, it's a dynamite taste, it's a grin, it's a groove, it's a blast. Colt 45, it's a dynamite taste, it's a win, it's a definite blast. Colt 45, man, loaded with dynamite taste. So grab one, down one, get yourself around one. Colt 45, malt liquor, Colt 45, it's a dynamite taste.
All right, just seeing if there's any chat to catch up on. Back about the Best Buy and the Walmart stuff. Really, Kelly? Well, for better or worse, I think all my kids are going to live with me for the rest of my life. So, storms yesterday. They weren't bad here. Got some heavy rain, but no real high winds or anything like that. All right. So let's see. How was it out there in Pennsylvania? You guys get it pretty bad? What's that?
I was supposed to feed the dogs.
Oh.
Because Kathy went to yoga after work.
Oh.
Fuck. Oh well.
It's all right. I'm sure they can miss one meal and not die.
Well, they're not going to miss it. It's just going to be late. But there's, they're the kids now, so you feel bad. All right, I'm going to count us in.
All right. And we're back. So, just in time to close the loop on this.
Bro, fuck yeah.
Oh, McDonald's is bringing back the fried apple pies for the America's 250th. Nice.
I love that. Because there's no reason, like, it has no association with the 250th aside from, like, America being filled with fat people.
Yeah.
Which I'm one of, and I appreciate that. So give me the fucking fried ones. Do you remember how good those fucking pies were back in the day?
I don't.
They were good. Like McDonald's fries and the pies and everything, the oil they used to fry it in, so much different than it is today.
Oh yeah,
like they changed out those oils and it's all like non-trans phobic or whatever. And I've adapted, obviously,
as we've all had to.
Yes. And these fried ones are going to be fried in this new oil, which is whatever, but they'll still be fried. They'll be crispy.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to try one and let me know if it met your expectations.
I'll tell you what. I'll try 5.
All right,
and we'll see how I'll go to 5 different McDonald's, and then I'll try
see if they're doing them any different.
Maybe 3. I'll do 3.
All right.
I'll do 3. Maybe I'll do 4 and have one as a baked, just as a palate cleanser or something.
All right.
I don't know. We'll make it very technical.
All right. Yeah. I want to hear some research.
All right. Oh no. I don't have 2 text messages. Oh, yeah. Kind of knew that. What? Go away. Screen of screens. Drew Eisenhower retired.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Good dude. I am looking for my notes. Here they are. I had things to add to this, and I did not get to it. Sons of bitches. Anyway, support ATSW Family Happenings. Support the official band. Interesting. Support the official band of the Sidebar Cantina until the end. Check out their socials for news and updates of their upcoming European tour with the opening band Red Swamp.
It's my swamp.
Don't get me started on that the Scottish accent. Heat paper now. Look at the size of that boy's head. It's like Sputnik. Spherical, but quite pointy in parts. Oh, that was offsides, wasn't it? He's going to go home and cry himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
Are we on Snapchat at all?
What? No.
For the Sidebar, I just downloaded that app again.
I've never been on Snapchat.
Yeah, I've only been on it randomly here and there.
Never. I've no desire to go on it.
Yeah, just downloaded it because I wanted to follow a celebrity.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, our official band now has an opener, the Red Swamp.
It's my swamp.
This coming September and October. You can go to tilltheendofficial.com to purchase tees, sweatshirts, stickers, posters, and concert tickets. Go buy some shit. Do it. Just a reminder, go sub at Sidebar Gaming on YouTube, ding that Liberty Bell and select all for updates, or watch the one that's there now and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. Orange and Fett Show released episode 181. A few things. It's a few things on Thursday. Go check it out on Spotify or Apple. No news this week from ATSW Escape Pod, grave reviews, used and abused, or layman's terms. Notice she moved ATSW Escape Pod down into the grouping so that we'd probably stop busting their balls.
Oh no, it's gonna happen.
They have to get their shit together.
Yes, exactly.
Like do a fucking podcast.
Dragon Buddy, Don, Brady. We know you're out there.
Yeah. Got some things to say.
I'll let Dave take it from here.
You can find us at bio.link.com/thesidebarcantina, where you can find our links to Patreon, YouTube, our audio podcasts on Apple, Audible, and Spotify, and all social media platforms, including X, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and Discord. Notice I didn't say Snapchat. Once you get into the bio link, simply click the symbols under our pick to go to your platform of choice. You can also find our past Spotify mixtape playlists. Also in our bio link, is it always said also twice like that?
Also.
In our bio link is our TeePublic merch shop. Choose from 7 designs. Oh, wait, there's more. Not really. It's kind of been this way since February. New designs March. Designs on TeePublic. Sidebar swag-tastic on everything from t-shirts and hoodies to tote bags, phone cases, exclusive stickers and pins, wall art, magnets, notebooks, laptop cases, pillows, just about anything you can imagine. Nothing says love and like a naked Jason chick on a pillow. Go to bio.link.com. No, go to bio.link/sidebarcantina and click merch. Hopefully you can hear me over the air conditioner. Which I'm sure
they always claim they can never hear it whenever we turn it on. So
yeah. I don't think there's any reviews.
No, never is.
There will be though. I promise you.
All right.
I'm working on something.
Oh, okay.
Write us a 5-star review on Apple or Audible. While you're at it, hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you click that old Liberty Bell for when we go live. Don't be afraid to share us with your friends. As always, a huge shout out to all of our Patreon supporters. You are the reason why we do this, and we thank you. And with that, may the force be with you.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. Next week, we don't have any solid topics, so maybe we'll do some more Clone Wars. Maybe find some episodes that we haven't covered here on the show yet.
Yeah. It'll be June 22nd?
Yeah.
Almost New Year's, almost Independence Day.
Oh yeah.
Need to do the Bill Pullman speech.
Yeah. Today we celebrate our
Independence Day.
It's good stuff. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for us.
Yes.
Thank you to all of our audio listeners. We love you guys. We know you're still out there. Why you're not tuning in on YouTube also, I don't know. But
there's shit to do on. And there's a some soccer thing that's happening.
Oh yeah.
And congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes for winning the Stanley Cup. You know, congratulations to New York Knickerbockers. This will be the only time I ever say anything like that.
Right.
But it is the Nova Knicks, since it's mostly Villanova players on there, especially Jalen Brunson. So
okay,
I support my Villanova guys.
Because normally you don't really like to give credit to New York teams for anything.
At all.
So
For anything.
I was very surprised.
This is the one time.
Okay, fair enough.
And after this, it's done.
All right.
So congratulations.
And thank you to everybody who watched us on YouTube today. Thank you to Kelly, the gal behind the scenes. We appreciate you. And until next time, Dave and everybody else, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you. This is fucking vacuum sealed bullshit. Okay, now what do I click? That. I click that.
I was going to say, it sounded like you were losing your voice for a second there.
I feel like I'm always on the edge of losing my voice these days.
He's living on the edge.
You can't have yourself a
All right.
Dude, what is wrong with Axl Rose?
How much time you got?
It's
why does he look even weirder now?
I just, the last time I saw him, I was just like, yeah, damn, dude.
Yeah, he's a piece of work.
Didn't they try and do a concert recently, and he just was like a fucking more of a mess than usual?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, not surprised at all.
Like I mean, I know that I'm not any kind of spring chicken, and I'm a disaster most of the time, but with my fucking knee brace that fucking squeaks when I walk. My God,
it's just insult to injury.
Oh my God, dude, it's fucking awful.
It's bad enough you got to walk around with a bum knee, and you got to wear this brace, and then to hear the squeaky.
And because I'm walking weird, like it was. My